Hi guys, I know I haven't made a video for a while, but there's been loads of stuff going on, so yeah. Anyways, this video was requested by somebody on Facebook because they are having trouble deciding between Copics and ProMarkers. Now, as a lot of you know, I do like traditional art, I do traditional art a lot, but I don't use markers very often, but I do have both Copics and ProMarkers. Now, money-wise, ProMarkers are cheaper, but does that mean they're less quality? In some cases, yes. But there's also a wider range of different types of nibs available for ProMarkers. Now, they may not look it, but these colours are actually quite similar. Pastel pink and blush. They don't look it, but they are the most similar that I have of each brand. And yeah, on the Copics, there's obviously they're both double-ended, but on the Copics we have the brush, which, if I just do this quickly, a nice big long solid streak, and we also have medium broad. It's kind of like a wedge tip. See that wedge? Yeah. Which, in my opinion, isn't very good, and I never use this end unless I'm trying to get the point, and I would just use like the corner, do a tiny little piece, but normally I wouldn't bother because you get streaks with the wedge tip, but when you use the brush you tend not to get streaks if you work quickly. And then if you let it dry and then you go over it, there will be a streak, as you can see. Again, sorry if this video isn't very good, it's just a really quick video that I'm just throwing together. And then my Pro Marker, the dual tip again. Huh, these are actually made in England. Didn't actually know that. Awesome. There is a brush end available, but I don't have one. I have a fine tip, which obviously gives you a nice thin line. And then the same as with the Copic, a wedge tip, which is slightly larger. And now this is where my opinion kind of switches with the wedge, because on the Pro Markers I will use the wedge because, as you can see, there is no streaks with the Pro Marker wedge compared to the Copic, and if you see there, the brush on the Copic is similar. However, you do tend to get a lot of streaks with the Pro Marker, and Pro Marker, depending on what paper you use, this is just regular printer paper. They can bleed a lot more than Copics do, which is to be expected because they're both alcohol-based markers. So if you're going to use either of them, you're better off buying some marker paper or marker card, depending on what you want to use. For colouring and blending, the Copics are the best because they stay wetter for longer, whereas the Pro Marker dries almost instantly. Or at least these are all my opinion, nobody else's. So you might have a different experience, but this is my opinion. Now, if you're on a budget, I would say go for the Pro Markers because you probably get used to using them, and they are good. But the colour can sometimes come out darker than it actually is until it's dried. There they are when they're dried. That's the Copic and that is the Pro Marker. But yeah, personally I like them both, but for colouring, Copic, and that's what you're probably going to be using them for. If it's a small area, then the Pro Markers are good, but if you're doing a large area such as hair or skin on like a rather large drawing, then Copics are the best. So yeah, I hope this helps you make a decision. Sorry about the informalness of this video. I will get back to making proper videos real soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.